Can't see myself. Welcome to the Woman Blueprint 2025. Hello. Welcome to this Woman Blueprint event. It's such a privilege to have you all here today. Welcome, everyone. Welcome. I'm so excited to have you here. Are you excited to be here? If you're excited to be here, I want you to drop in the comment section. Let me see you that you are here. Are you here? I want to see your fire emojis. I want to see that you are here today. This event is going to be a great event. So this event is for you. It's for every woman that needs to glow, every woman that needs to understand herself better. So, and today we are going to be having powerful women. We'll be having Coach Jenny, Coach JMO here today. Are you excited? So, all Coach JMO's fan, I want you to drop your emojis. I want to see you dropping your emojis. Come on. So I'm just going to be playing an intro for Coach JMO now. Coach JMO is a powerful woman. She's a resourceful woman, and she's going to be speaking to us today. This woman has a lot that she does. She does a lot of things, but at the same time, she's still thriving. At the same time, she's still glowing. And that is what we're going to be hearing from Coach JMO today. How is she doing it? How is she a mom? How is she a full-time employee? How is she still writing over 20 books? Like, wow. And at the same time, still being that woman that she ought to be. So, Coach JMO is going to be coming on the stage now. And here we have Coach JMO,
passionate children's confidence coach, a renowned speaker and transformational catalyst, dedicating to empowering the next generation of exceptional leaders. As the founder and lead coach of the Exceptional Children's Tribe, she inspires countless children and teens to embrace their uniqueness, build confidence, and thrive in life. Jennifer's heart for mentoring shines through her engaging books, powerful coaching, and unwavering commitment to helping young people discover their worth and walk boldly in their greatness. She is an author of over 20 life-transforming books, a medical imaging scientist with NHS experience within NHS England. She is happily married and blessed with 3 exceptional children. Please let us welcome Jennifer to the platform. You're most welcome, Jennifer.
Welcome, Coach JMO is in the building. Yes, we are so happy to have you here, Coach JMO. So now, Coach JMO, tell us, how do you do it? How are you thriving in every role? How are you that mother? Yeah, that's wife. You are still that NHS staff. You are still writing over 20 books. Come on now, how are you doing it? You need to tell us. Let us know. So today, we are going to hear from you, Coach JMO. Do you have something else? Do you have a special water that you are drinking? I don't know. Is it different from the one I used to drink? You need to share the water. Let us know. Come on now, tell us. So, over to you, Coach JMO. Let's hear from you.
Hello, everyone. Hello, phenomenal women. What a joy and privilege is it to be here today, sharing heart to heart with my sisters, with leaders, with coaches, professionals, and seasoned entrepreneurs across the globe. Today, I am here as one of you. Yes, a woman on a journey, wearing many crowns, juggling many roles, determined to keep her glow alive. But before I go further, permit me to honor the visionary behind this gathering, Coach Eunice Awofola. Thank you, Coach E. Thank you for hearing God's heart for women in this season. Thank you for birthing such a timely and much-needed conference. I celebrate you for the privilege to speak to these amazing women today. Thank you, Coach E. Thank you. And of course, a big shout out to all the other esteemed speakers who will be taking us deeper during this conference. What a table of wisdom we have before us. Ladies, I hope we are ready. I hope we are really ready. Now, ladies, I came here today, not just to share slides or rattle theories, no. I came to shine some light that I believe will shift your mindset, reset your perspective, and help you see yourself and your journey in a new way, because the world doesn't need your presence. The world needs your essence. Ladies, The world doesn't need just your presence. The world needs your essence. Always remember that. So I'll be speaking on the topic thriving in every role, every season, and every stage. Because the truth is, we don't just stop being women, right? When seasons change. We don't stop being wives, mothers, professionals, leaders when life gets demanding. No, we glow differently in every season, but the glow never disappears. So here's my promise to you. This session will not just inspire you, it will equip you. It will not just stir your heart, it will strengthen your hands. We are going deep. We are going practical. Now, I must lean completely on the help of the Holy Spirit, because I know very well that eloquence and fine words can excite you for a moment, but only the Spirit of God can transform you for a lifetime. And that's my prayer for all of you today, that your glow will not flicker, it will blaze. So I hope you are ready, because we are about to step into a journey that will leave you empowered to glow up in every role, in every season, and every stage of your life. Can I get a yes in the comment section if you agree? If you're ready, give me a yes, 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 yes. If you're ready, give me a yes. I'm looking at the comments. Yes, yes, yes. Thank you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you again for being here. And thank you, Coach E, for the privilege to be here today. All right, let's dive right into it. I'm talking about thriving in every role, every season, and on every stage. Can we go to the next slide, please? Yes. Thank you for that. Now, let me begin with a thought, ladies. A woman's glow is not in what she wears, but in the wisdom she carries. I'll say that again. A woman's glow is not in what she wears, but in the wisdom she carries. Think about that for a moment. Your glow is not in that designer bag, nor the 6-inch heels, not even in the perfectly laid edges, or the flawless makeup, or the bone straight, right? No, it's not. Though, let's be honest, those things are really nice. They are nice. They are very nice. I love them as well. But your true glow is in your wisdom, is in your strength, it's in your essence. It's in the light that you bring into every room. It's in the way you nurture, the way you lead, the way you love. The Bible puts it so beautifully in Proverbs 31, verse 25. It says, she's clothed with strength and dignity, and she laughs without fear of the future. She's clothed with strength and dignity. She laughs without fear of the future. Now, let me pause and ask you, when last did you laugh without fear of the future? When last did you laugh from your belly without a voice of worry, whispering, what about the bills? What about deadlines? What about tomorrow? Ladies, too often we laugh, but our minds are running calculations. We smile, but anxiety is knocking on the door of our hearts. But God's word says she laughs without fear. Imagine that kind of freedom. Now, this is the truth. The future is not something to fear. It is something to prepare for with wisdom and grace. The future is to be prepared for with wisdom and grace, not to be feared. And again, Jesus himself says in Matthew 5:14, the Message translation put it like this: you are here to be a light, bringing out God colors in the world. I love the word, the God colors. It means when you walk into a room, you are not meant to blend into the shadows. You are meant to light it up. So let me ask you today, what's the color of your light right now? What is it? Is it dim because of exhaustion? Is it flickering because of discouragement? Or is it shining bright because you are anchored in God's wisdom and grace? I want you to take 10 seconds. Close your eyes if you can and reflect. What color is my life in this season? What color is my light in this season? The good news is, no matter where you are right now, God's desire is that your light shines brighter. And today, by his grace, we are going to walk through what I call the woman's blueprint for glowing. A blueprint for glowing, not just for one day, not just for in one role, not just in one season, but in every role, in every season, on every stage of womanhood. Why? Because seasons will change, but your glow doesn't have to fade. Oh, yes, seasons will change, but your glow doesn't have to fade. So if you're ready to glow up and glow through, I want you to say this with me. Say, I am ready. I am ready. Let's go to the next slide. Next slide, please. Thank you. Glowing in every role, thriving without losing yourself. Now, the truth is, we women, we wear many crowns: mother, wife, daughter, entrepreneur, employee, coach, and more. But here's the truth. Your glow is not in the title, it's in the woman. Your glow is not in the title, it's in the woman. You see, titles can change. One day you are a manager, tomorrow you're retired. One day you are a young mother of many children. Another day you are an empty nester. Maybe your children are all married and out. But who you are, your essence, that's what carries the glow. When your identity is tied to titles, it will fade when season shifts. But when your identity is tied to God, you will shine in every season. When your identity is tied to God, you will shine in every season. Colossians 3:23, the Amplified version puts it this way. Say, whatever you do, put your whole heart and soul in it as unto the Lord. That means whether I'm cooking rice in my kitchen or taking care of my children, presenting at work or building my business, I can do it heartily and glow, because my glow is not from man's applause, it's from God's approval. Did you get that? Let me share a story. Last year, my boss at the NHS offered me a golden opportunity. It was a training. Everyone was actually lobbying for it. It was actually a direct path to promotion or an indirect path to promotion. It was supposed to be a reward for my excellent service and hard work in the department. But there was a catch. The training required consistent traveling. Now, sisters, let me ask. If you were in my shoes, what would you do? Or what would you have done? Guess what I did? I had to turn it down. Now, who in their right mind says no to promotion? But here's what I learned. Sometimes the greatest way to say yes to yourself, your peace, and your family is to boldly say no to what looks like, what looks literary but isn't for your season. Do you understand? You must understand your season. In that season of my life, I needed time with my family. My youngest child was 2 years old, and my oldest 7. Understanding and being at peace with your season of life and making the best out of it is one way to glow very well. Every open door is not your door. Sometimes you just have to jump and pass. And here's another truth. When we commit to working in excellence, opportunities will chase us. Glow will always attract. Commit to excellence wherever you find yourself. Another lesson I've learned is that modeling makes a lot of difference. Let me ask you, how many of us know that children don't just listen to us, they watch us? So for you to fully glow, you must establish systems and structures and consistently model right to everyone around you. I'm a journaler, I'm a reader, I love to write. I don't just tell my children, read, they see me do it. My first daughter, Juto, she's read about 30 books or more this year, and she just turned 8, right? She finished a 475-page book in less than 2 months. And she's now writing her own storybook. Why? Because she's seeing me do these things. And her siblings are following after her. So I don't need to shout for them to journal. I don't need to shout for them to complete their checklist every day. I don't need to shout for them to read their books. No, I just model it. I put systems and structures in place, and boom, it's working. This is how you glow. One day she said to me, Mom, you do so much. I admire your strength, and I'm working hard. That's the power of modeling. What you model, you multiply. So here's my question to you. What are you modeling in your roles? Is it chaos or clarity? Is it burnout or balance? Is it fear or faith? Because whether you realize it or not, Your glow is contagious. Somebody, maybe your child, your mentee, your team, your friend is watching, and they will copy the pattern you set. Glow is not taught, glow is caught. Did you hear me? Glow is not taught, it is caught. So, ladies, thriving in every role doesn't mean being perfect in every role. No. It means carrying God's wisdom into every role so that your essence shines through. Your glow is not in how much you do, it's in how much of God shines through what you do. So, commit to excellence and hard work. Build structures and systems. Understand your season of life. Let God shine through you and watch yourself glow unapologetically. Let's go to the next slide, please. I'm talking about balancing, the balancing act. Finding harmony between personal, family, and professional life. Let me begin with a confession, ladies. Balance is one of the most overhyped words in the world. Honestly, it's so overhyped there. So much premium is placed on balance. Some call it work-life balance, whatever they call it. People tell us, you just need balance. And you're thinking, really, between school runs, meetings, deadlines, cooking, ministry, building a business, trying to have a social life, where exactly do you find this so-called balance? Where? Now, here's the truth. Balance is not about doing everything at the same time. Balance is about knowing what matters most in each season of your life and giving it your best. That's it. Balance is not perfection, it is prioritization. Did you get that? Ecclesiastes chapter 3 verse 1 says, to everything there is a season and a time for every purpose under heaven. That means there's a season to push in your career. There's a season to pour into your children. There's a season to build your business. And yes, even a season to simply rest. Yes. A season to go on detox. I remember going on a 3-day detox journey with Coach E earlier this year. It was just incredible. So go and meet Coach E if you need to do one of such. You need it sometimes. Oh, yes. And even a season to rest. Sometimes you just need to rest. I was reading my Bible yesterday. I was reading the book of John, chapter 4. I think it was in verse 6 I saw that Jesus was going, and the Bible says, because he was wearied in his journey, he sat down by the well. That was where he met the Samaritan woman. He realized that he needed to rest. He sat down to rest. Sent the disciples to go and get food. He needed to rest. So we must understand that rest is important. For your glow, rest is very important. If you have to glow, you must actually make out time for rest. This is key. All right. Balance comes from discerning the times and adjusting your rhythm. Discerning the times and adjusting your rhythm. You see, this past August, I took 3 weeks off work to spend with my family. I usually do it every year. And let me tell you, it was a season of laughter, of games, late night movies, prayers, and simply being together. We traveled for 1 week here, but it was just an amazing time. And here's the sweet part. A day before I resumed work, my children organized a surprise party for me. I wasn't even expecting any such thing because this is the first time that it's only during my birthdays they usually organize surprises. So, but this time I was surprised that they had to surprise me there. But they said it was just to say thank you for spending a fun-filled, amazing time with us. Ladies, that moment humbled me. Because here's the truth. You can win outside and lose inside. And it will never feel like victory. That's the truth. But when you invest in both, that's true balance. Let me say this. Your greatest applause should not come from the world, but from people who live in your home. So how do we practically find harmony between our personal, family, and professional life? How? I'll give you 3 practical keys. Number 1, clarity of priorities. Ask yourself, what is the most important in this season of my life? Sometimes your children need more of you. Sometimes your business does. Sometimes you need more of yourself. Oh, yes. If you don't define your priorities, everything will feel urgent at the same time. So define your priorities. This is very, very, very important. The second is create systems and structures. Create systems and structures. Let me share something with you here. When I decided to establish the Exceptional Children's Tribe, my vision was to create a holistic curriculum, a framework of skills, values, and principles. I wanted children and teenagers to embody these skills through their interaction with the tribe, right? Then came the hard part. I went searching for books to support this curriculum. And to my surprise, I couldn't find anything that satisfactorily addressed the issues. So I made a bold decision. I would research and I'll write the resources myself. And here's the remarkable part. I wrote my first 10 books in just 3 months. How did I do it? It wasn't magic. It wasn't luck. It was systems and structures, clear plans, consistent routines, and disciplined execution. Today, those books have sold over 800 hard copies. I originally printed 1,000, and the last time I checked, we had fewer than 200 left. You see, if we add the soft copies we sold, we've reached over 1,500 copies in total. Ladies, let me tell you, when you create systems and structures in your life, whether in your career, in your business, or in your family, they multiply your efforts and your impact. This is the secret to thriving without burnout, to glowing in every season, and to leaving a legacy that lasts. Systems give you freedom. Without them, you are always firefighting. Discipline creates balance. Systems sustain that balance. Number 3, learn to say no with grace. Not every request deserves a yes. Sometimes, the most spiritual word you can say is no, not in this season. Honestly, every yes you give to the wrong thing is a silent no to the right thing. Recently, I was actually invited to speak in an event. They were supposed to pay me and all of that. When I looked at my schedule, I simply thanked them very well for the invitation, but I politely said, no, I am indisposed on these days you asked for. Did you see that? Every yes you give to the wrong thing is a silent no to the right thing, honestly. So let me ask you, phenomenal women, what season are you in right now? Are you trying to be everywhere at once? Or are you leaning into God's wisdom for this season? Sisters, is not about living a picture-perfect life. No, it's about living an intentional life. When you know your priorities, create supportive systems and embrace your season, you will glow, not with stress, but with grace. Balance is not the absence of chaos. No, it is the presence of wisdom. Balance is not the absence of chaos. It is the presence of wisdom. Let's go to the next slide, please. Yes. I'm talking about resilience and adaptability. This is very, very important. How to keep shining even when seasons change. Ladies, let me ask you something. How do you respond when seasons change? When life flips your schedule upside down? When your children or your employees challenge you in ways you didn't anticipate? When your carefully crafted plans hit roadblocks, do you dim your lights or do you shine even brighter? Resilience is not about avoiding storms. Resilience is about learning to dance in the rain. And adaptability is about adjusting your steps without losing your rhythm. Seasons will change, but your glow doesn't have to fade. Now, Isaiah 60 verse 1 says, arise, shine, for your light has come, and the glory of the Lord is risen upon you. Notice that God's command is not to wait for perfect conditions. It's arise and shine where you are, even when circumstances are shifting. The light is not dependent on smooth roads. No, it's anchored in purpose, in identity. Let me share a personal story with you again. When we moved to the UK, my eldest daughter, who had always been bold, outspoken, and confident in Nigeria, suddenly found herself struggling. She was the only Black child in her class. No one wanted to play with her. And it got to the point where she begged me to change her school. Now, I could have panicked or become discouraged, but this was a season to rise, not retreat. So I rolled up my sleeves. Over several months, I intentionally rebuilt her confidence through encouragement, modeling, affirmation, practical exercises, and all that. And guess what happened? She was nominated as a school counselor, not once, but twice. And multiple times, different teachers, including the head teacher, has written in her report that they see a future head pupil in her. Just this past Monday, on Monday, she was reappointed as a spiritual counselor. My husband and I were there in the Golden Book Assembly to celebrate her in her school. Ladies, that is resilience in action. Shining even when seasons are uncomfortable and adapting without compromising your essence. Resilience is not bouncing back to where you were. It's rising stronger and brighter than before. Did you get that? So how do we build resilience and adaptability in our own lives? Here are 3 key strategies. Number 1, anchor in purpose. When seasons change, purpose is your North Star. It keeps your decisions aligned with your long-term vision, not momentary chaos. Ask yourself, why am I doing this? Who am I becoming through this challenge? It's not about avoiding challenges. No, it's about using challenges to shine brighter. Number 2, build emotional flexibility. Life will stretch you in ways you didn't plan. Instead of resisting, learn to bend without breaking. Consistently use tools like journaling, prayer, mentorship, reflective dialogue. Remember, the strongest trees are the ones that bend in the wind, not the ones that resist the wind. No. Number 3, celebrate small wins. This is very important. Progress isn't always visible on the big scale, but every step forward, every lesson learned, every smile reclaimed is a victory. Small wins are the fuel that keeps your glow burning through the storms. So I want you to reflect. What season are you currently in? Is it a season of joy, challenge, transition, or growth? And how can you shine brighter right now? Instead of waiting for things to settle down? Ladies, the truth is this: life will always bring seasons of change, but a resilient woman does not fold her glow. She adapts, she leans on God, she learns, and she shines even brighter. Remember, glow is not guaranteed by comfort. It is forged in resilience. Your light was never meant to flicker in the storm. It was meant to blaze through it. So as we continue through this conference, ask yourself, how will I rise in this season? How will I shine even when life shifts beneath my feet? Let's go to the next slide, please. Talking about purpose-driven living, anchoring your identity beyond titles, beyond roles or expectations. Ladies, let me ask you, who are you when no one is watching? Who are you when there's no award, no applause, no recognition? Because here's the truth. The world can take your titles, your roles, your achievements, but your purpose, your God-given design cannot be taken from you. Purpose-driven living is about anchoring your identity in something unshakable, something eternal. Not in the applause, not in the promotion, not in how many people like your posts on social media, no. But in God, in the values you live by, in the legacy you leave. Thriving begins when you anchor your identity in purpose, not in position, not even in possession. Did you get that? Jeremiah chapter 29 verse 11 says, "For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future." Even when your seasons feel uncertain, even when roles are shifting, God's plan for you remains. Your purpose is the compass that guides through life's noise. Let me share this with you. Earlier this year, I was invited to join the board of directors in my church. My church is a completely British church. My family and I are one of only 2 Black families. Yes. right? We have 2 Black families in my church, my family, and then another family that is mixed South African and Nigerian. So you can imagine that. So it's a completely British church, right? I'm in my mid-30s, and the youngest member of that board is in her late 50s, and they're all British. So I was actually stunned when they invited me, like my age and everything. But they said something that struck me. They said, "We believe there's so much we can learn from you." Ladies, that humbled me. It reminded me that purpose doesn't ask for age or experience or title. It simply asks you to step into your God-given assignment. That's it. When you operate from purpose, doors open, not because you chase them, no, but because you are ready when God calls. So how do we practically live purpose-driven lives, even amidst pressures and expectations? Number 1, clarify your God-given assignment. Yes. What has God uniquely called you to do? Ask, if all titles disappear tomorrow, what work would still set my soul on fire? Purpose is not discovered. Purpose is discovered, not invented. I hope you know that. It's not invented. Number 2, live intentionally, not reactively. Don't let circumstances or other people's expectations dictate your life. No. Create daily habits that align with your vision. Journaling, reading, teaching, mentoring, creating. You see, for example, when I wrote my 10 books in 3 months, systems, structures, and intentional efforts were anchored in my purpose to serve children. Did you see that? Intentional living transforms ordinary days into extraordinary legacy. That's what it does. Number 3, stay anchored in God, not in approval. When your identity is anchored in purpose and God, you no longer depend on recognition or applause. No, you don't. Ask, am I doing this to impress people or to fulfill my God-given assignments? Purpose is the light that guides you when the applause fades. Purpose is the light that guides you when the applause fades. I want you to reflect. What part of your life is anchored in purpose right now? Where have you been chasing approval instead of God's assignment? Take a moment and ask God to show you one step you can take to live more intentionally in this season of your life. Ladies, purpose-driven living is your foundation for glowing in every role, every season, and on every stage. When your identity is anchored in God's plan, no storm, no criticism, no shifting season can steal your glow. Remember, thriving begins when you anchor your identity in purpose, not in position. Purpose is the compass that keeps your glow steady when life feels unsteady. So let us commit from today forward. We will live life anchored, intentional, and purpose-driven lives. Let's go to the next slide. Next slide. Sustaining your glow. Let's talk about strategies for self-care, confidence, and inner peace. So, ladies, you've heard me say throughout our time together, your glow is not in your titles, it's not in your achievements, it's not in your applause, right? Your glow is in who you are, how you show up. But here's the reality. Even the brightest light needs fuel, care, and protection. Sustaining your glow it's not a luxury. It's essential. If you don't care for your inner life, your outer life will burn out. You cannot pour from an empty cup. Self-care is not selfish, it is stewardship. Yes. Psalm 23 verse 2 to 3 says, He restores my soul. He guides me in the paths of righteousness for His name's sake. God's intention for you is wholeness. It is restoration of your soul, not exhaustion, not burnout. Sustainability comes when your inner life is nurtured as much as your outer responsibilities. Did you get that? Let me share a personal story again, an example actually. Late last year, I wrote my first set of books, right? Those were life-changing resources. Because of systems and structures, that work actually could have burned me out. But because I had clear routines, I modeled self-discipline. I allowed myself the grace to step back. And remember, every year I take 3 weeks off. devoted fully to laughter, to fun, and to presence. Did you get that? These are a way to recharge. So that you don't how do I put it? Don't ignore your own self. No. Ensure that you sustain your glow by creating space for both excellence and joy. Did you get that? Let's talk about practical strategies to sustain your glow. Number one is prioritize self-care. It's very important. Daily, not occasionally, not occasional pampering, but daily rituals that restore mind, body, and soul. Another one is journaling, prayer, reading, quiet reflection, or even 10 minutes of deep breathing, exercising. Self-care is the fuel for your soul. Without it, even your brightest light will dim. That's the truth. Number two is build confidence through consistency. Confidence is not built overnight. No, it is built by showing up consistently in your roles, in your goals, in your values. Did you get that? Confidence grows in the soil of consistent actions, not in the shadow of luck. Number three, anchor in inner peace, not in perfection. Inner peace allows you to navigate chaos without losing yourself. Let go of unrealistic expectations and lean fully on God's wisdom. Peace is the silent glow that illuminates every storm. Number four, celebrate your wins. Celebrate your wins, big or small. Acknowledge progress, no matter how minor. Celebrate milestones, achievements, and breakthroughs. Remember, the glow is cumulative. It comes from many small sparks, not one giant flame. Small wins keep your glow alive, even when the journey feels long. I want you to reflect. What will I do today to restore my soul? How will I protect my glow this week, this month, and this season? This is very, very important. Speak it loud. I will nurture my glow. I will thrive without burning out. I will shine in every season. Remember this, ladies. Your glow is not in what you do. It's in who you are becoming. Thriving in every role, balancing seasons, adapting to change, living purpose-driven, and sustaining your glow. These are the pillars of a woman's blueprint. And the ultimate anchor, God. Lean on Him. Trust Him. Shine through Him. So as you go back to your businesses, to whatever you're doing, go shine. Go thrive. Go leave a glow trail wherever you step. Don't just survive seasons. Thrive through them and leave a glow trail for others to follow. Let's go to the next slide, please. I'll just talk about key takeaways. You know, how you leave a lasting glow. As we draw close to this my session, I want to leave you with a powerful reminder. Your glow is not just for you. It's a gift, a responsibility, and a legacy. Let's recap the pillars of thriving in every season, every role, and every stage. Glow in every role, but don't lose yourself. Your titles, your positions, your responsibilities, they are very important, yes, but they do not define your essence. Your glow comes from who you are becoming, not what you are doing. Remember that. Balance is rhythm. It is not perfection. Balance is not about doing everything flawlessly. No. It's about aligning your energy, your priorities, and attention with the seasons God has placed you in. Some days you focus on your career. Some days you focus on your family. Some days you focus on you. And that's perfectly okay. Seasons will change. Choose resilience. Life will challenge you. Tests will come and circumstances will shift. But resilience is your ability to rise, to adapt, and to shine even when the path is uncertain. And call in purpose, not in titles. Titles are temporary. Recognition is fleeting, but purpose is eternal. When your identity is anchored in God's plan, no storm, no expectation, no disappointment can steal your glow. Sustain your glow with self-care, with confidence, and with peace. You cannot pour from an empty cup, ladies. Protect your inner light, nurture your soul, celebrate your wins, and rest in God's guidance. Glow is sustained by intentional care, not by pushing yourself to exhaustion. No. Next slide, please. Let me go to the final slide. All right. Matthew chapter 5:16 says, so don't hide your light. Let it shine brightly before others. That's the Passion Translation, I think. So that they will give praise to your Father in heaven. Ladies, your glow has a purpose beyond you. It's a torch, it's a signal, it's a guide, right? Generational vision. It's not enough to glow for today. Glow for a generation. Glow for your daughters. Glow for your nieces. Glow for your young women watching you silently, taking notes, dreaming dreams. They think, sometimes they think the dreams are too big. Your courage, your discipline, your resilience, and your joy are teaching them how to rise. When you shine, you give them permission to shine as well, even brighter than you. When you lead with grace, they learn that leadership is rooted in character. When you thrive in every role, they understand that thriving is possible for them too. So please, I want you to take a deep breath with me. Close your eyes if you can and declare in your heart. Say, I will glow in every role. I will thrive through every season. I will anchor in purpose. I will sustain my light. I will leave a legacy of shine. Now open your eyes and smile. Because ladies, your glow is not just a gift. It's your blueprint for the world. Your glow is not just a gift. It's your blueprint for the world. Go from this conference ready to shine boldly, live intentionally, and leave a trail of light that transforms generations. Remember, your glow is unstoppable when it's anchored in God, disciplined by wisdom, and fueled by love. Go shine, go thrive, go live your glow trail. Phenomenal women. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you for being here. I really appreciate your time. And if you have any questions, please put them in. I'll be here to respond to every question. I don't know how much time I have, Coach E. Can I take questions at this time? I can't hear you, Coach E. I think you're muted.
Wow, 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 wow. Did you see that? Did you hear that? Wow, wow. As in, I'm on my seat and as in the fire, I can feel the fire on my seat right now. I can feel the fire. Wow. I've personally learned a lot. Like, thank you so much, Coach Jenny. As in, my notes is even full. I was taking down notes and my note is full already. Like, my note is full. But a few things for me which you said, which I want to actually talk about. You mentioned about balance. Without balance, you can't really glow. You can't glow if you don't have that balance in your life. Knowing when to say no, knowing when to say yes is key, is very, very important. I would want us to ask questions, but before we go into the question section, we're just going to take a 1-minute break, and I'm going to play this video of our upcoming conference, and we'll take this break.
Yes. 1st of November, are you ready? Come on, get ready to join us on the 1st of November for this life-changing event. Are you a woman that wants to glow? You want to glow from the inside to the outside? Come, join us here. See where we'll be on the 1st of November. This beautiful building. We will be gathered here. Come as that elegant, fabulous, beautiful, glam woman that you are. Come and join us because this event is going to change your life for good. This location is located very close to the train station, so you don't have issues at all. And it is located in the beautiful city center of Stratford. So I want to see you on the 1st of November. Do not miss this event. Yes, do not miss it. You want to see Coach Wendy, you want to see Pastor Modupe, you want to see Tola raising Kevin. Come, don't miss it for anything. See you there. Are you a woman that wants to glow? You want to glow from the inside. Yes. 1st of November, are you ready? Come on, get ready to join us on the 1st of November for this life-changing event. Are you a woman that wants to glow? You want to glow from the inside to the outside? Come, join us here. See where we'll be on the 1st of November. This beautiful building. We will be gathered here. Come as that elegant, fabulous, beautiful, glam woman that you are, come and join us, because this event is going to change your life for good. This location is located very close to the train station, so you don't have issues at all. And it is located in the beautiful city center of Stratford. So I want to see you on the 1st of November. Do not miss this event. Yes, do not miss it. You want to see Coach Wendy, you want to see Pastor Modupe, you want to see Tola of Raising Kevin. Come, don't miss it for anything. See you there.
Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you. Thank you so much, Coach Jenny. Thank you so much. Okay, now we are going to be taking questions. So if you do have questions, pop in your questions in the comment section, and Coach JMO is going to be answering your questions. So pop in your questions in the comment section. We can see some questions here right now. So Coach JMO, get ready to answer these questions. So I have someone actually asking a question, and she's saying, I'm going to pop it on the screen. Thank you so much, sister. Please, could you give us a rundown of your day-to-day routine in terms of work, business, taking care of the children, and your walk with Christ? Yes. So can you give us a rundown? How does your day-to-day life go? How are you able to do all these things? So Coach Jenny, over to you.
Okay, thank you so much for that question. All right, let me start with saying that I have a structured schedule for my day. And that depends on what I'm doing per day, right? The night before I plan the day. Is at night I plan what I want to achieve in a particular day. So that includes my wake up time, my wake up routine. Usually I have 8 things I do when I wake up, right? So once I wake up, the first thing is pray, study my Bible, and I read a book, and I try and do some form of exercise. Then I drink water before I go post my business and all of it. So there are a few things. It's just a structure I've been able to adapt. And that changes when I am on night shift. I do more of night shifts because I realize that night shifts work for me more than days. So in my work with the NHS, I do more of night shifts. I do day shifts once in every 8 weeks. So that helps me a lot. So because my husband travels a lot, so I'm the one that does school runs and everything for the children. I have to do night shifts to be able to have them during the day, right? We do the school runs and make sure that I attend their school events. So what has helped me is structuring my day, basically knowing that, okay, once I wake up, this is what I'm doing, this is what I'm doing, this is what I'm doing. Ensuring that this structure is in place helps me a lot. You see that? So I've been able to create, and even for my children, I've been able to create for them 6 things you must do before going to bed. So they know that they have to do these 6 things before going to bed. So it's just about creating structures around what you're doing. Before they go to bed, they know they have to do their memory verse. They know they have to do their journaling. They know they have to study their Bible. They know they have to brush their mouth. That's one of the 6 things. What else? They also have a checklist they fill in the evening before they sleep. So the checklist is just about like what are you doing tomorrow? So they put things like I'll wake up by 6 a.m. They wake up by 6 a.m. I would lay my bed, brush my mouth, have my bath, and all of it. So in all, it's just about structuring your time. And remember, I said something about balance. So in the seasons of my life, there was a season of my life, like when I was writing those books, or whenever I'm writing, like now I'm even writing a few books. Whenever I'm writing, I put that into concentration. I make sure that I write every day, no matter how small. That helps me, right? I make sure that I write every day. So when I wake up, I know this now joy adds to what I have to do in the morning before I step out to do any other thing. I have to write. Did you see that? So talking about my day, it differs from the day I'm working and the days I'm off, the days I'm doing my night shift and the days I'm on day shift. That's why I talk about balance, ensuring that everything is balanced. Like there's a time, we know that 6 p.m. every day in my house is family time. I have to spend time with my children. Except maybe we are traveling or there's just something that happened. If not, 6 p.m. is family time. I have alarms for everything. I have alarms for, because they are in elementary, so they're also in the special children's. So I have an alarm for them every day to listen to the voice notes, to when there's weekly tasks they have to do. I have an alarm for everything. So it keeps me organized. Did you see that? Even for my own appointments and things I do, I have alarms. So that has helped me a lot. I hope that answers your question, really.
Thank you so much, Coach Jenny. Yes, setting alarm is very, very important. I had to go to an extent of even getting Alexa. Alexa, can you remind the children about this? Yes, it's very, very important. Setting alarm is important. And like she mentioned, seasons of life, understand your seasons of life, understand whatever season you are in is very, very key. There are seasons where you know that, okay, there are certain things you may not really be able to do. And you have to move out from them. And there are seasons where you know that, okay, you can be able to do this or do that. Priority, setting structures in place is very, very key. Any other question? Please send your question. Pop in your questions in the comment section. And Coach Jenny is here to answer your questions. We have just a few more minutes. We just have about 3 more minutes for us to leave here. And we're just going to have a little break and come back for our next fire session. So if you do have any more questions, please send your questions. Coach Jenny, I have someone actually sending a question outside here, offline, watching offline. Maybe they're shy to send a question here. And they're asking, saying, okay, if you usually say no to some, I'm just going to read it out here. It says, okay, they're not able to get on the chat. So the person is asking the question, said, I wanted to ask, how do you balance saying no with being courageous to step out of one's comfort zone and take action? Because how would you be able to do that and not, because sometimes when you are saying no every time, it means you are not setting yourself up for development. So how are you able to balance yourself from saying no? You're saying no to speaking engagement and you're not turning down every opportunity. How do you expect to grow if you're saying no? So I want you to answer that. Thank you.
Oh, thank you so much. That's an amazing question. That's amazing, really. So that brings me to what I talked about, balance and also season of life. Now, let me give you an instance, for example. I said no to a training opportunity in my office because I realized that at that time, I needed more time with my family. I wasn't disposed to be traveling for that training opportunity, although it was supposed to lead me to promotion, right? I said no to a speaking engagement. It was supposed to be in October because I am currently undergoing a very intensive training in another aspect of in my spiritual life. Actually, there's an intensive training I'm doing. You see that, which I have prioritized. It is very intensive. Like, if you know what I mean by intensive, it's one of the most intensive trainings I've seen. But I recognize that I need this at this point in my life. And I've prioritized it above the speaking engagement, above some other things. So I know that October, November, December, I'm going to be busy because I want to dive right into this and I want to do it well. Now, it's not that you're not challenging yourself. Remember, comfort, I talked about, I said, you don't glow in comfort. No, you don't glow in comfort. It's not about just being in your comfort zone, not stretching yourself, right? Today, I've spoken in 4 sessions. This is my 4th meeting for today, right? So it's not like I'm not challenging myself. No, but I realize that this is for this time and this is for this season. It's about understanding your season, first of all. It's about prioritizing appropriately. It's about stretching yourself, but not stretching yourself too thin. There are different things. Understand that you can stretch yourself. You should step out of your comfort zone and do things, but do not compromise what is more important. The training I'm doing presently, the spiritual training I'm doing, it takes more priority than that speaking engagement. That is why I had to turn it down. All right, because when I speak in a session, I prepare very well. I don't just go speaking. I prepare very well, so that I wouldn't have the time and be able to put in my best if I take up that speaking engagement. That's why I had to turn it down. But remember, challenging yourself is very important. Stepping out of your comfort zone is very important. But please find a balance. It's not about doing everything perfectly. No, it's about knowing what should take more priority. It's about knowing where to pour more energy into at a time. That is just what it is. And I hope that answers the question.
Yes, it does. Thank you so much, Coach Jenny, Coach Emo. Thank you so much. Like you mentioned, finding a balance. Yes, times and season, not spreading yourself too thin. I remember bringing down or temporarily closing my fashion business. And people were like, why do you have to close it? Why do you have to? I said, because I want to find a balance. Sometimes some certain things have to just lay low while other things will have to rise. So it's about understanding those seasons, understanding when this one has to fly and the other one has to calm down, understanding this season, because as women, the truth is we do a lot of things. We have our children, we have our family. There's just a lot. But finding that balance is key. Thank you so much, Coach Jenny. It's been a wonderful time with you. Have you actually learned something today? What is that word that you've learned today? I want you to pop it on the comment section. Pop it on the comment section. I want to see, and drop your fire emojis. Come on. Let me see. Are you here on this live session today? Have you learned something? Yes. What's going to be your takeaway? Pop it on the comment section. Let us see. Thank you so much, Coach Jenny. We would be taking a break now. Please join us at 8 p.m. Just few minutes. We just have 4 minutes now. Join us back. And we'll be having another woman coming with her fire. So thank you, Coach Jenny. Thank you, everyone, for joining. See you shortly. And come with somebody. Don't forget. Don't come alone. Thank you, everyone. Bye.